We're here at SHI Stadium following Penn State's 40-36 win over Rutgers in the battle for bowl eligibility, which means Penn State will be playing in the postseason sometime in December. It was really an Amari Campbell touchdown on a fumble recovery that sealed this one for Penn State. The defense kind of had not so great of a day besides that, but Will, what were kind of your overall takeaways?
Yeah, Catron Allen, Nick Singleton, another great game for them. Catron Allen, 226 yards. That's a career high from him. He passed 4,000 career rushing yards, which is the first time a Penn State player's done that. Nick Singleton, he passed Saquon Barkley in the career record books for total touchdown scored and rushing touchdown scored. So just another productive day out of those two. Defensively, Lexi, you mentioned Amari Campbell had that fumble recovery for a touchdown, but he also had 14 tackles and he could just continue to just anchor the linebacker unit that's dealt with injuries this season. Look at the secondary; they kind of gave up a lot of big plays through the passing game. KJ Duff had that one incredible circus catch. It's a good play by him, but still Penn State's defense gave it up. So it's not the great performance to give up 36 points, but at the end of the day, Penn State did win and became bowl eligible.
Yeah, you mentioned those 36 points given up. This is the most points that Penn State has ever given up to Rutgers, and today was the 35th time that they had played, so it was a really long time until this happened. So it was honestly just not a great performance by the defense. Terry Smith even said when asked about the performance by defense, the first thing he said was they played horribly. And, it has to be really bad for your interim head coach to come out and say that. But overall, the offense did play well, and like you said, Catron and Nick had that really big day. Catron especially, I believe he has 537 yards across the last three games. Now, obviously, those are all Penn State wins. Those are all three games got them to bowl eligibility. So clearly, he was the backbone of this offense. That's kind of what fans were calling for at the start of the season. He was clearly the better back this year, but Nick Singleton has had a really good 3 weeks. I think, the past 3 weeks they've been using the running backs how they should be used based on the trends this season. I think, Nick's being used in the right way. Catron's being used in the right way. Nick had over 100 all-purpose yards today. He had, I believe, 23 yards in the passing game. So just a good day for him as well. And like you said, well, he is on top of the Penn State record books now. He also has the most all-purpose yards in Penn State history, past Saquon Barkley for that as well. But otherwise, it was pretty much just a shootout in this one. I don't really think anyone kind of expected that. Ethan Grunkemeyer had another solid performance, and Terry Smith said post-game that he is the future of the position for Penn State. Will, what did you kind of take from that, and do you think Ethan Grunkemeyer is the future for Penn State?
Yeah, Grunk today was another great performance out of him. He's been productive these last 2 weeks. Last week he had 11 of 12 passing against Nebraska. Today he had 7 of 21 passing. He made a couple of key throws down the stretch, like his completion to tight end Andrew Rapelier on 4th and 2 that effectively sealed the game. He's been a productive player these last couple of weeks. He's been improving each week, and it's this season, he wasn't necessarily expected to be in this type of spotlight. Obviously, expected was Drew Aller still playing, but obviously Grunk, he's now getting some earlier playing time than some might have expected, and he's kind of set up well to maybe take over the starting job next season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, honestly, and we should, in the coming days or weeks, find out who Penn State's next head coach will be. So that's kind of where we're going to be focused until Penn State does play in a bowl game in December. So make sure you're sticking along for all that coverage. But some final thoughts, Penn State had 503 total yards. Rutgers had 533. That is just insane. That's just an insane amount of offense that, we witnessed here tonight. So it was a great game all around, but Penn State is the one heading to a bowl, and we'll find out which one they will be in next Sunday.